Do your relationships help you to draw closer to Christ or away from Christ? In 2 Corinthians chapter 6, Paul exhorts believers to live in a way that shows that they belong to God. He reminds them to stay strong through hard times and to stay away from things that would draw them away from their faith. The following is a summary of 2 Corinthians chapter 6. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verses 1 and 2. Paul reminds believers that God's grace is a gift we shouldn't take lightly. It's meant to change how we live, not just make us feel good. Paul shares a quote from Isaiah that says, "Now is the right time to choose God." He's not talking about someday in the future, he means today. This moment is special, like a door that's open wide for God to come in and help. Paul wants people to know that God is ready, but we have to be ready too. Waiting too long could mean missing what God wants to do in our lives right now. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verses 3 through 10. Paul talks about how tough ministry can be. He and his team try hard not to cause problems, so people will listen to their message. Even when they're treated badly, they keep doing what's right. Paul talks about being beaten, put in jail, working hard, and sometimes not even sleeping or eating. But through it all, he stays kind, honest, and faithful. He describes strange opposites like being sad but full of joy, being poor but helping others feel rich. These show that serving God isn't about having an easy life, but about staying strong and true no matter what happens. It's not weakness, it's real strength and faith. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verses 11 through 13. Paul gets personal here. He says his heart is wide open to the believers in Corinth. He's not just teaching lessons, he's trying to build a friendship. But something's not right. They are the ones holding back. Paul gently asks them to open their hearts too. Real spiritual growth can't happen if people keep their feelings locked away. Paul knows that trusting and sharing are part of following Jesus. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verses 14 through 18. Paul gives a clear warning. Be careful about who you're closely connected with. If someone doesn't follow God, being tied too tightly to them might lead you off track. Paul isn't saying to avoid everyone. He's talking about partnerships that mix light and dark. He reminds believers that they are like God's temple, a special place for His presence. That means their lives should reflect holiness, not because of strict rules, but because God lives in them. Being holy is about choosing to stay close to God and live in a way that honors Him. Hey, thank you for listening. Consider liking and following. I upload a chapter summary of the New Testament each weekday. Right now, we are working our way through 2 Corinthians.